for war. I'm ready for war. More squad in the field, yeah. I'm ready for war. I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of like I'm Brady, the title is mine. If you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more.
For this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw taken in here by Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Darnold on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. It's offline. He remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit. That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. To their fullback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Hill. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he will be brought down.
Enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown here on their opening drive. McManus is after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Darnold now to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Darnold completes it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Hill. Flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Darnold. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. Going right back to Fant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing.